Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. We've got Friday, September 6th, Major League Baseball slate. Bunch of games to get into today. Sorry about being off the last few days. Unfortunately, illness has put us down. So if you're new to our show, first of all, welcome. Secondly, we do fade or follow 4 teams in Major League Baseball. Just due to the amount of games and only one of me. Cubs, Dodgers, Royals, and Orioles. We've got all of them going today. So let's get started on this, shall we? So 11:20 out here in Phoenix, 2:20 Eastern time. The typical Friday afternoon Cubs game to get everything started when they're at home. Cubs hosting the Yankees in this one here. Jordan Wicks going against Gill in this one. Yankees have played pretty well. Cubs, can somebody please explain to me what happened once again to this offense? 10 games, they score, 99 runs or almost 100 runs. Then they run 2 days in a row against the Pirates where they can't score. And it's not like, against pitchers that they've done well against. I understand Skeens was one of those guys, but they beat up the bullpen the last time, and they hit Skeens the last time in Pittsburgh, but for some reason can't hit him in Wrigley. They finally go crazy in the last game, get some runs there. But coming in, the Yankees coming in town, they've played well. I wouldn't call them, world beaters or anything of that. There's no team running away with this. The Dodgers have started to get hot a little bit, but other than that, there's no team really running away with anything. But just due to the fact that we think we'll get a little bit more hitting here, especially with the Yankees going against the left-hander in Wicks, as they tend to hit the lefties all right. We're going to roll with the Yanks in this one. So let's give you all the bets we've got going in this game here. Yankees money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Yankees over their 3.5 team total. Yankees -0.5 run first 3, 5, and 7 innings. We're on 2 hitters, 6 bets apiece. Judge and Gleyber Torres, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. One more time. Yankees, Cubs, in Wrigley Field, Friday afternoon game. Yankees money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Yankees over the 3.5 team total. Yankees -0.5 run, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Aaron Judge, Gleyber Torres, same 6 bets for both hitters here. Home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up, 3:10 out here in Phoenix, 6:10 Eastern time. Rockies, Brewers, Frankie Montas against Feltner. Brewers are about a $2.20 favorite here. Rockies on the road have struggled. Of course, they just have not been a good team all season long, and it just continues, right? So we got to play the Brewers here, but we're going to be creative as a $2.20 favorite for Milwaukee. Not a lot of fun there. So over 4.5 team total for the Brewers, -0.5 run front 5. Also play them on the run line, -1.5. Next game up, Nationals, Pirates in Pittsburgh. Ortiz versus Hurts in this one. So we got probably decent pitcher for the Nationals. That definitely not their ace by any stretch, but not the Pirates' ace either. Pirates are somehow $1.20 in this one. I don't know if I really like a side except taking plus here in this situation. So give me the Nationals +0.5 run front 5. Also might consider this over 8.5 total, but do like the Nationals to score some runs in this one, over 4.5 on their side as well. Also, Nats money line in that game there. Sounds awful tempting as well in that one. Next game up, 7:05 Eastern time, 4:05 here in Phoenix. Tampa Bay Rays head to the Orioles, Kremer versus Baz. So definitely a pitching advantage here for the Rays. Now, I will say this. The Orioles have been, they won 3 out of 4 against the White Sox. But let's be honest, they gave up a boatload of runs in the 4th game of that one, and it's the White Sox, for Christ's sake. Figuring out how to sweep a series has been a problem for Baltimore all season long. So, Rays in this one, though, to be really honest, have been pretty solid overall. So they're a couple games below 500, even though they've been like 4 or 5 games under after trading away half the team, it seems like, and stocking up the draft picks. Baltimore's still under 500 since the All-Star break, even though they keep playing the White Sox. We like Baz in this one, or Boz, or whichever wants to be pronounced in this one. We'll take Tampa Bay here, game 1 of this series against Kramer. I think they definitely, like I said, pitching matchup-wise. And the Orioles have struggled really to score runs, and it's honestly because of the home run ball. When they have struggled to score, it's because they're not hitting a lot of home runs. Now, Gunnar has woke up over this last week, but is it because we face the White Sox every day? Or is it because we actually fine-tuned everything? But we're going to take our chances here with the Rays. We like the value, especially. So Rays money line, plus 1.5, minus 1.5, and 2.5 on the run line. Rays over the 3.5 team total. Rays money line, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. And Boz over 4.5 strikeouts, which is plus money on a couple different sites as well. Johnny DeLuca and Jay Lowe, same 6 bets, 2 hitters. Home run, double. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Like I said, the same thing for Low. One more time, Rays, Orioles in Baltimore. Rays money line, plus 1.5, minus 1.5, and 2.5 on the run line. Rays over the 3.5 team total. Rays money line, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Boz over 4.5 strikeouts. DeLuca and J Lo over same 6 bets apiece. Home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Next game up on the board. We get Cincinnati, no pitcher announced yet here. Mets are hot as of late. They are at home. To be really honest, Meneas pitched pretty well. He's a good pitcher. He just has his moments where he has those brain cramps. But Mets have played pretty well overall, trying to make a run here at this wild card and catch up with the Braves. They've still got a pretty good chance to do so. We do like the Mets in this one. It's minus 0.5 run front 5. Mets over 4.5 team total in this one as well. Once they get some starting pitchers announced there for Cincinnati. Next game up, 4:10 out here in Phoenix, 7:10 Eastern time. Phillies, Marlins. Cabrera, the best pitcher for the Marlins. They are at home. Zach Wheeler in this one. I will be honest with you in this one. So Miami causes problems for all the good teams when they're at home. Now, if you look at this game on paper, you should be thinking Phillies, and how many times can I bet the Phillies here? They're a $2.40 favorite. They had trouble with Miami the last time they were down there. And we're going to figure out how to take the Marlins in a couple strategic areas here. So, Marlins over 3.5 team total, right, on that one there. Marlins plus 1.5 runs front 5. Marlins plus 1.5 and plus 2.5 as well on the run line. Although Phillies could win that game, not going to lay $2.40 there with them on that one. Next game up, 4:10 out here in Phoenix, 7:10 Eastern time. The all-time quitters and the Chicago White Sox going to Boston to face the Boston Red Sox. Here's another example of a $2.75 favorite, and how the hell did we get away with this one? So we're going to play Red Sox to score some runs. So over 4.5 team total, over 2.5 team total front 5. Also, minus 1.5 runs front 5 is probably the safest way here to play the Red Sox in this particular matchup without having to give up a godly juice at almost a $3 favorite. Next game up, 4:20 out here in Phoenix, 7:20 Eastern time. We've got the Blue Jays, and we've got the Braves in Atlanta. So, Fried against Gaussman. If this was last year, we'd be thinking what? This game might be the first 1 to 3 runs wins. The way these two guys have went this year, I don't know how the hell you could even play that. I don't like the side here with Atlanta. There's too much juice on Fried. He struggled. 3.5 team total should be on both sides. I actually like 3.5 on that side there. I think the Braves might be at 4.5. But total of 8, we'd like to attack the over on that particular one, and over 4 runs front 5 as well in that one, as we expect some scoring from the Blue Jays and the Braves against those pitchers, like I said, that have not been as fabulous as either team would hope they would. We've got 5:05 out here in Phoenix, 8:05 Eastern time. Angels, Rangers. I can't tell you a thing about these starting pitchers. I watch probably more baseball than most combined, but Algareri and Groblito in this one. Just focus on the total at 9 here. Over 4.5 front 5, over 9 for the game, and just focus on some scoring here. No reason to pick a side. Rangers a $1.70 favorite at home. Angels actually a little bit better on the road than at home, but I think you definitely got to focus a little bit more here on the total. Team totals as well at 4.5. It's worth a play both of those as well. Next game up, 5:10 out here in Phoenix, 8:10 Eastern Time. Twins, Royals. This game was in Minnesota. We'd be picking the Twins here. Reagans is pitching. He's pitched against the Twins a couple times this season. So he gave up 1 run in his last start against the Twins. 3 runs in a start much earlier in the season. Seems to have a decent handle on the Twins and what they can present to him offensively. If Reagans could stay away from the 1 inning where he just tends to get a little wild, Reagans could be looking at a Cy Young candidacy here. So he's pitched well. He's definitely stabilized the staff, being the leader, the ace of the staff here. Matthews, on the other hand, has pitched 3 outings. He had 1 outing against the Royals where he only gave up a couple runs. Otherwise, he's given up like 9 and 5 in that one there. Don't know how you could back that part. We do love the Royals in this one. Let's give you all the plays in this one. So Royals money line, -1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 on the run line. Now, I know the Royals lost 7 in a row, won the last game 4-1 against the Guardians. I understand they've been a little bit of a burn hole. I think they get it switched around here, at least with this game. I don't know if that continues, but ever since they've lost Pasquantino, it's definitely been a little bit of a hurt. So let's start over. Royals money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Royals over the 3.5 team total. I will be honest, this thing's probably going to move to 4.5 pretty shortly. Royals -0.5 a run, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Zebby for the Twins over 2.5 earned runs was plus money. Tommy Pham, who's been hitting well since coming over, and Bobby Witt, same 6 bets. Home run, double over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. One more time, Royals Twins in Kansas City. Royals money line, -1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Royals over that 3.5 team total. Royals -0.5 a run, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. And Zebby over that 2.5 earned runs. Tommy Pham, Bobby Witt, same 6 bets, home run, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up, 5:10 out here in Phoenix as well, 8:10 Eastern Time. D-backs head to Houston. I got an interesting matchup here. Brandon Pfaadt, Framber Valdez. Valdez has pitched really well. Houston and the Diamondbacks are probably 2 of the hottest teams out there, right? So that and the throw the Dodgers in over the last probably 30 days, all 3 have played really well. This one here, though, I like Valdez in this one. You just pray he doesn't have that blow-up performance. And that one totals at 7.5. We like the Astros to score over the 3.5 there. I think they'll probably be at 3.5 if they are. I like the over team total, but Astros money line, Astros -0.5 front 5, Astros over 3.5 team total. Next game up, Mariners Cardinals at 5:15 out here in Phoenix, 8:15 Eastern Time in St. Louis. Basically a wash game here. Starting pitch-up wise, Fetty has not really done anything with the Cardinals. I thought that was going to be one of the better deadline deals, and thought maybe the Cardinals could make a run at the Brewers. It's went the opposite way for the Cardinals. This one, probably have to roll with the Mariners here. 2 teams that have fallen out of the race. I don't know if there's a lot to love here. In fact, maybe we go over 7.5 might be a better way to do it. Over 3.5 front 5 as well, if that's available. But I don't know if you can really pick a horse here, as both offenses have been inconsistent, probably being the most polite way we can put it. Next game up at 6:40 out here in Phoenix, 9:40 Eastern Time. Giants, Padres. Padres back at home, where they tend to not hit as well as they do on the road. And they're a $2 favorite here. We've got Black for the Giants going against King here. We do like the Padres, though, in this one. I think the Giants maybe struggle offensively. If their team total's at 3.5 or 4.5, I'd play the under on the Giants there. Also, Padres -0.5 front 5 in that one. Next game up, same time slot, 6:40 out here in Phoenix, 9:40 Eastern Time. Skubal and the Tigers go to Oakland, playing the A's. Spence versus Skubal here. Skubal's going to win the American League Cy Young unless his arm falls off here the last month of the season. Skubal's pitched really well. As well, the A's have a tendency to strike out, which is going to help Skubal, I think, even more. 7.5 strikeouts does not seem like it's enough for him in that one either. So Skubal over 7.5 strikeouts. We do like the Tigers -0.5 a run front 5. And we like the Tigers over their team total, and the A's under. If they're at 3.5, we'll play the under their 3.5 team total as well. Then we get to the last game of the night, 7:10 out here in Phoenix, 10:10 Eastern Time. Dodgers, no starting pitcher yet announced, but we believe it's going to be Mr. Knack going against Boyd and the Guardians. So Boyd has pitched well. I mean, let's be honest here. The kid is he's pitched. He hasn't pitched a lot, but ERA's been solid. Dodgers can struggle with the left-handed pitching as well. So we're picking an upset here. We'll take the Guardians in game 1 of this series. Let's give you all the plays in this one. Guardians money line, +1.5, -1.5, 2.5 on the run line. Guardians over the 3.5 team totals. We think they can put up some runs against Knack in that bullpen. Guardians money line, first 3, first 5, and first 7 innings. Jose Ramirez, Steven Kwan, same 6 bets apiece. Home run, double, over hits runs, over 1.5 hits runs or RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Same thing for Kwan. One more time. Guardians, Dodgers, Friday night in LA. Give you those bets one more time. Guardians money line, +1.5, -1.5, and 2.5 on the run line. Guardians over the 3.5 team total. Guardians money line, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Jose Ramirez, Steven Kwan, same 6 bets apiece. Home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, or RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. All right, so we just went through a ton of bets. How do we get to check all those out? No problem at all. We've got it posted multiple spots online, TikTok and YouTube channel pages at Sports Bets for Free. As well, at the end of every episode on YouTube, you'll find a link, docs.google.com/spreadsheet. This is going to be a link to our Google Sheets. Once you click on that link, you'll want to go to 2024 baseball and scroll down to September 6th. You'll be able to see all the bets that we just went through there, what juice we got those at, how many units we played, and also what book we ended up placing those at as well. So make sure you check that out when you do get some time. Definitely, we're valuing better. We've got a lot of bets going on daily. If you like action, this is your channel, so make sure you check out those Google Sheets, help you follow along. Do you like the content that you're seeing here? Want to see more? It's really easy. All you have to do is hit follow or subscribe. Depending on the social media platform you're watching us on, will show up in your follow or subscription tab when you do that. And if you want to make life even easier, we recommend turning on those notifications for that social media platform so you get a notification sent to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of bets. Give you plenty of time to match those up with your bets and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.